The path looked harmless at first, just a narrow strip of dark pavement cutting through the valley, with a thin drainage ditch running alongside it like a quiet little companion. The sky hung low and gray, swollen with clouds that looked like they'd been sitting there for days, maybe weeks. The kind of sky that made everything feel heavier. You started walking anyway. Your footsteps were the only sound. The forest on both sides climbed the hills, thick with pine and bare-limbed trees that clawed at the air like they were trying to escape the ground. The wind moved through them in slow breaths, and every once in a while the branches whispered together in a way that sounded almost like voices. Almost. You walked for a minute, maybe two. The path curved gently ahead, disappearing between the trees. Nothing strange about that, but something felt off. It wasn't something you could point to right away. Just that strange feeling you get when someone's watching you, even though you know you're alone. You stopped. The wind stopped too. That was the first thing that bothered you. The forest had been breathing the whole time, branches creaking, grass brushing together, water trickling in the ditch beside the path. But now everything had gone quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that presses against your ears. You turned around. The path behind you stretched empty into the distance. Just the same gray sky, the same hills, the same dead grass. No movement, no people. Still, something didn't feel right. You started walking again, a little faster now. Your shoes tapped against the pavement. Tap, tap, tap. And then, tap, 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 tap. You stopped. There had been one extra step. Your heart thumped once, hard enough that you felt it in your throat. You waited. Nothing. Just the quiet ditch water moving slowly beside you. You laughed a little under your breath. The nervous kind of laugh people make when their brain is trying to explain something it can't quite understand. Just an echo, you muttered. So you walked again. Tap, 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 tap. The extra step came again, soft, slightly behind you. You spun around this time. Nothing. The path was empty. But something had changed. You were sure of it. The trees on the left hillside looked closer than before. Not by much, just a little. Like they'd leaned in while you weren't looking. You stared at them for a long moment. The branches hung still. But deep in the forest, where the light turned dark and green and almost black, something moved. Not an animal, too tall for that. You squinted. The shape slid behind a tree trunk and disappeared. Your stomach tightened. You told yourself it was a deer, or maybe a person hiking through the woods. But people make noise. Footsteps in leaves, breaking twigs. This thing had made none. You started walking again, faster now. The path seemed longer than it had before. The bend in the distance didn't look any closer. Tap, 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 tap. The extra footsteps had multiplied. Now there were two of them, right behind you. You didn't turn around this time, because you knew something your brain didn't want to admit yet. Whatever was following you was matching your pace. The ditch water beside you started to ripple, even though the wind still hadn't returned. Small circles spread across the surface, like something beneath the water was moving slowly along with you. Keeping up. Your breathing got louder. The trees creaked again, but not in the wind. They sounded like they were bending, leaning, watching. You were almost running now. The bend in the path finally came closer, the asphalt disappearing around a blind corner between two steep hillsides. You rounded it quickly, and stopped so suddenly your shoes scraped the pavement. Because the path didn't continue. It ended. Just dirt and forest ahead. No road, no ditch, nothing. Your chest tightened as you turned around slowly. The path behind you was still there. Long, empty, gray beneath the dark sky. Except now, someone stood on it, far back in the distance. Tall, too tall, standing right in the middle of the pavement. You couldn't see its face, but you didn't need to, because it started walking toward you. And behind you, from somewhere deep in the trees, you heard the extra footsteps again, getting closer.